Bashar, foot, foot!
The situation flared up within the last half hour. What we're receiving reports now are that the Syrian air defense system claims to have intercepted missiles that struck near the Syrian capital of Damascus. What we're hearing from the Syrian side is that they opened fire on, to quote, enemy targets to confront them. We're also hearing from Syrian state television.
This just in, folks. Israel reports missile fired from Syria intercepted reports of IDF strikes near Damascus. Sound of loud explosions reported in Damascus. This is from Haaretz, take it from the source. Israel struck an arms depot west of Syria's capital city of Damascus from Lebanese airspace. Syrian state media reported late Tuesday night. According to reports, 3 soldiers were wounded in the attack, which was aimed at Hezbollah depots. The number of hostile targets are reported down, Syrian TV added. SANA state media reported that missiles were indeed intercepted. The head of the Britain-based Syrian Observatory, Remy Abdelrahman, said the targets were armed depots that belonged to the Iranian Revolutionary Guards and their army and their allies, the Lebanese Shiite movement of Hezbollah. The Israeli military spokesman said shortly after the strike was anti-aircraft missile fired from Syria that was intercepted by Israeli defense systems. So apparently Israel was flying a mission over Syria, and it looks like that the Syrian defense systems were initiated, and then there were targets that were hit. The following.
And Israel have accused each other of cross-border missile fire. The IDF and Syrian military both claim to have intercepted incoming hostile targets. Let's go to Tel Aviv now and speak to our correspondent Paula Sleer. Paula, seems to be the latest in a series of clashes. What have the two sides had to say for themselves?
Well, the situation flared up within the last half hour. What we're receiving reports now are that the Syrian air defense system claims to have intercepted missiles that struck near the Syrian capital of Damascus. What we're hearing from the Syrian side is that they opened fire on, to quote, enemy targets to confront them. We're also hearing from Syrian state television that the strikes came from the direction of Lebanon and that a number of targets were intercepted. At the same time, we are receiving reports that the strikes came from Israel. Now, Israel has previously launched attacks and strikes in Syria, so this does seem part and parcel of the bigger picture. We have heard from the Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF, and they're saying, however, that Israeli missile defenses intercepted anti-aircraft missiles that were launched from Syria. So what we're hearing on the Israeli side is that they activated their missile defense system in response to Syrian missile fire. So both sides there giving a slightly different take on what happened. The Israelis saying that there were no injuries and no reports of damage. At the same time, Israel does have a policy of not confirming nor denying any kind of strikes it carries out in Syria, although it is widely believed that in particularly recent months it has carried out quite a number, and these generally target either Hezbollah or Iran, both of whom are on the supporting side of the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
Our correspondent Paula Sleer reporting from Tel Aviv. Thank you.
Despite these attacks, with both sides blaming each other, even still, in Damascus, they celebrate Christmas. God bless them. God be with everyone. Merry Christmas, and I pray for everyone that can be affected by this. I was hoping not to see this on Christmas.